So yesterday at work, I finally got a date for when I can go back into the office, and it's in 3 weeks' time. So I've got a lot of planning to do, and I've got to sort out a bunch of stuff. I mean, I've been out of the office for a year and a half, like 17 months. So I need to plan. I need to get myself together. So today will likely be a lot of that, as well as reading. But we're gonna head to the greengrocers first, and the butchers, and get some food and vegetables for the day, for the week, for the whatever.
Welcome to my kitchen. We have bananas and avocado.
Yes, welcome to my kitchen. It's lovely. We have bananas, but we don't have avocados because I hate avocados. That's just the way it is. But greengrocers has been done, and I'm gonna show you what I got, because why not? Lettuce, peppers, handful of cherries for myself to have a treat with, tomatoes, salad potatoes, spring onions or scallions I suppose, mushrooms, shallots because I'm fancy like that, courgettes because I really wanted to try that zucchini pasta that Sally Tucci likes. I saw a Food Wishes recipe on it yesterday and I was just like, yes, I'm gonna make that. And this gorgeous selection of colourful carrots with the insane amount of carrot toppage that is on top of them. I've never used carrot tops before. I've never got carrots in a bunch like this, so I'm really excited. But now I'm gonna actually try and deal with this because I can't fit this in the fridge right now. Also, this boy wanted to say hi. He was being nosy, and now he doesn't want to be held. Michael, why are you like this? I just had a look, and it seems you can use carrot tops for like pesto and for salads and stuff like that. I might give pesto a go. I only have my little pestle and mortar. I don't have like a blender or anything, so it could be really kind of wacky to do, but you know, I think it could be fun. We'll try using them this week. But not today, because this evening we are going out to see some friends who I have not seen since before the lockdown. And we're gonna get, I can't remember whether we're getting vegan food or we're getting pizza, but yeah, in the meantime I might get some reading done. I read 2 of the stories in Tales from the Cafe. If you've never heard of the Before the Coffee Gets Cold series, there is 2 books, and each of them is a collection of vignettes based around this one cafe, which allows its patrons to travel back in time. So it's a really interesting premise. It's very Japanese fantastical realism. First one made me cry. Completely made me cry. It's just, there is something so like touching about the idea of if you could only go back in time once, what would you do? And there's obviously always like a really poignant story. I don't want to spoil it for you because if I tell you about the stories in any way, they kind of get ruined a little bit, but it's charming, it's gorgeous, written well, and really emotional, and I am like halfway through this one now, so I'm gonna see if I can finish this today. I finished it, and what can I say? I loved it. This one dives a little bit deeper into the people that work there. The first one did, but I feel like the vignettes aided more in the telling of the cafe owner's story more. Not that it was bad, there was a lot of emotional stuff that was worthy in that, but I think the first one, they hit harder, I think, because they were just these random people. I don't know. Maybe I breezed through it too quickly. I was like really into it and I was reading quite quickly. I don't know if that was it. But yeah, I think I prefer the first one. Not that this is bad, like I'd still give this a 5 star, like I liked it, I loved it, but it wasn't like new favorite shelf kind of this. So yeah, I'm happy. I love them so much. And yeah, it's getting on to about the time when I need to get ready to go out. So I'm going to put my face on. And just like that, I look a little bit more human, I guess is the word. Got these cute little gummy bear earrings on. I think they're really cute. Yeah, and I've got nice glasses on. Feeling good. Let's go eat.
Pizza time.
So I'm back from my little trip to the beach, to the seaside town of Aldborough in Suffolk, and they have a really nice bookstore there, and you know, I had to go in it, so I bought some books. I also got some free books, which I'll explain in a minute. First off, my books came with this adorable little bookmark that's got the storefront on it, as well as a little bit of information about the store itself. The first book I got was Convenience Store Woman by Sayaka Murata. And I've been seeing this go around everywhere. I think, I'm not gonna look at the back, it's to do with like a woman being happy in her position as a convenience store worker, even though there's a lot of pressure to be more career orientated. So I think it's going to be interesting. And then I got the two little books for free, which I will show you just very quickly. Okay, so they are opened up. We've got The Mysterious Correspondent, new stories by Marcel Proust, and Hoda Barakat's Voices of the Lost. Now I've realised, it says on the back of these are both arcs, so they must have come in like early, which is why they were able to give them away for free. I've never heard of Marcel Proust, which is interesting to me because it's apparently quite a well-known name. And I'm intrigued. It's quite a nice short book. Looks like about 10 stories. So that'll be fun to read. And then this one, Voices of the Lost. The blurb reads, 6 strangers, 6 letters, a chain of confessions echoing in the dark. In an unnamed country torn apart by war, 6 strangers are compelled to share their darkest secrets. Taking pen to paper, each attempts to express in writing what they cannot bring themselves to say out loud. They pour out the truth to the people they love, mother, brother, husband, lost lover, their letters forming a chain of dark confessions that bind these strangers together in ways they cannot even perceive. Profound, intimate, and sharply relevant, The Voices of the Lost is a story of a country in freefall and of individual lives swept away on a tide of chaos. But it is also a tale of perseverance, redemption, and unexpected beauty as characters battling poverty and displacement refuse to be silenced. Huh, I'm intrigued. I am already intrigued. I don't know what I'm going to start with. I may start with Convenience Store Woman because I think it's going to be a really quick read. I've heard it's quite funny and easy to fly through. So I think I'm just going to do that today because I am feeling it. I had a few drinks last night. I say a few. I had a cider and a gin, and I had a hangover this morning. I'm getting old and I feel like I want to just quit drinking because if I can't drink one without getting a hangover, what's the point? So yeah, I'm just gonna chill out, take it easy, get some book in. Like the best intentions for a morning, and then just as you're finishing up and you're making yourself your coffee, coconut flavored coffee of all things as well, your cat just vomits on the bedroom floor, so you have to just put everything on hold and yeah, deal with that. So best intentions turned into stone cold breakfast, but at least the banana was fine cold. Today is Monday. I'm back at work. My work laptop is here. So yeah, I will be at my desk, being boring for the next few hours. But I'm also working on my planner for when I go back into the office, so I'm starting it in September. And it's going quite nicely so far. It's simplistic, as you can see. I'm not the most artistic. I am more of a minimalist, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm just doing a few pages as I go. Hopefully I want to get the whole thing like completely done before I go back to the office, so that like from September to December I can just use it, and then when I'm off at Christmas I can work on the next one. So while I finished cooking dinner, I also finished reading Convenience Store Woman. What a weird but also fantastic little book. I'm so surprised by this. Like, I thought I'd like it. Wasn't expecting to like it as much as I do. Like, it's so good. I don't understand it, because like, I suppose it speaks to me because there are some tendencies that the protagonist has that I get, and I especially got when I worked in hospitality. So, like, comparable. I just thought it was such a fantastic take on like modern world and society. Like, I hate to be that kind of we live in a society kind of person, but it is very much that, but in a very comical, abstract way, and I was really into it. So yeah, second 5-star of the week. Let's keep this rolling. Next I'm reading Coraline for the Pocket Pages book club. I'll probably read some of that tonight before bed, and then I don't know what's up next after that. We will see. So the last few days have been a bit of a wash. I've been dealing with a lot of unusual pain for me. They're kind of symptoms that have come up in the last couple of weeks, so that's fun. But I'm getting through it, and I'm taking a bit of a self-care evening because I haven't been taking good care of myself last few days especially, and even more so just in general. So I've put a face mask on, and I'm cooking comfort food, and I made banana bread, and I'm reading, which is great. I'm loving it. I've finished a few books recently, but I'll get into them tomorrow when I'm feeling a bit more myself. As promised, I'm back, and I'm going to tell you about all those books that I read. First up, I read through Coraline for the Pocket Pages book club. I think I read it when I was a kid. I had this weird phase in my life where I spent every single break and lunch at school, instead of eating, just reading. I was a weird kid, what can I say? Yeah, I for sure liked it. It was good, but I feel like I want to read something by Gaiman that is a little more mature in terms of its audience. You can tell this was kind of a kid's book. I mean, it was probably a really creepy kid's book, and like for a kid it would probably freak me out. In fact, it totally would have. I read it when I was like 16 or something, so it wasn't I wasn't like that young when I read it. But yeah, so now I'm reading Good Omens, which will kind of fulfill that kind of want in me where I want to read Neil Gaiman. So after that, while I was feeling absolutely dreadful and trying to think of a way to get out of it, I read the more or less definitive Guide to Self-Care, that's what it's called. I wrote the screen right there, by Anna Borges. And I thought it was reasonable. Like, I breezed through it in the end because I was just kind of reading it when I got a chance, and it kind of was just like a list of ideas, which I can always respect, especially when it comes to self-help. Ideas are better than like this is what you have to do sort of thing. And there was definitely some stuff in there that I wouldn't necessarily personally use. Like, I'm not a very religious person, so obviously the suggestions around religion weren't really relevant to me, but there were definitely things in there that I've used in the past and I agree with. And there were also new ones, Jamie, like the idea of a safety outfit. I need to do that. I need to create a safety outfit for myself. Or, to be honest, many. If I could have like a week's worth of safety outfits so I could go to work having a terrible week but feeling so comfy but also looking kind of presentable, I would love that. So yeah, I feel like that's like a really good idea. So I mean I got something out of it for sure, and it would be a good thing to just have physically. I don't have the books in person. I borrowed them on Libby, so yeah, have no physical thing to show you. But it would be good to get something like that as kind of like a reference for my day-to-day life. But today is Thursday. I've just finished work for the day, and we are gonna go to the beach and get some sort of food while we're there. Don't know what it will be. There's like a whole new food scene in my local beach town, so we're gonna check it out.